Welcome back to Keep It Quick. I'm Jax, and today we'll be covering threats to a network. Our first example is a virus, which is a software which copies itself from machine to machine, causing harm as it goes. Next one is the Trojan horse, which is a malware which has been disguised as something beneficial. For example, it may be some files or utility, but once downloaded it will activate a piece of code which can cause damage to a computer. Our next one is spyware. It's a malware which watches the keys you press while typing to record your passwords and personal information. And our last bit of malware, ransomware, which locks your computer and encrypts all the files on it. This is so you can't access it unless you pay the owner of the malware a lot of cryptocurrency. Our next threat to a network is an SQL injection, which can modify or change data in an SQL database. This works by malicious code entering into a website to change the SQL statement that goes within a server. This can be done to let unauthorized users delete or modify data. Our next threat is phishing. This is where someone will fake a website or email to look legitimate, such as from a bank. This will be used to try and collect information like passwords and usernames by giving the email a sense of urgency, such as saying they'll lose money within hours of not filling it in. This will be used to access otherwise secure accounts. Our next threat is a brute force attack. This is a method where you guess someone's password by trying every single possible combination until you get the right one. This attack can be easily prevented though by making the password longer. Our next threat is a denial of service attack. This is where a web server is flooded with requests, which either forces it to stop responding or pause it as it tries to figure out what to do with all the requests. There is also a distributed denial of service attack, or DDoS, which is very similar to this, as it involves a hacker taking over a whole host of computers and using them to perform the attack in unison. Our next threat is data interception, which is done by spoofing a computer or server into acting like the destination for data packets across a network. This is mainly done to look for files with sensitive data or passwords in text files. Our next one is social engineering. This includes any number of techniques designed to trick people into giving away passwords or other sensitive information. Some forms of social engineering include pretexting, which is the impersonation of a trusted source such as a bank clerk. This can be used to hand over things such as passwords. There's also phishing and tailgating, or shoulder surfing, which is just clearly looking over someone's shoulders to see their PIN when they're typing out at an ATM. And our last form of social engineering, quid quo pro, which is phoning up to be someone from technical support. And our last threat to networks is poor network policy. This is where hackers will take advantage of employees who normally have access to the network by sending them things such as emails with malware which contain backdoors in hopes someone will click on it so they can gain access to a computer, or by hoping they'll download harmful code disguised as software and files. That's all for Keep It Quick. As always, go to www.lungcomputing.org for more information.